Hey friends, welcome back to another Field and Garden podcast. It is your friend in flowers, Lisa Mason Ziegler, and I'm really glad you've dropped in because friends, today I am telling you about a project that we have been working on for over a year, and in fact, it's been on the burner longer than that, but now it is out, and I have to say it is perhaps the funnest thing I have tackled in years. I am really excited to bring it to you. But before we jump into it, I just want to invite you to check out thegardenersworkshop.com, who sponsors this podcast, where you will find a fully stocked online garden shop, as well as our online library of schools and workshops on grow and cut flowers, whether for pleasure or for business. And of course, you'll find my books over there. Cool Flowers, Vegetables Love Flowers, and just out of the gate, y'all, the Cut Flower Handbook. So I would love to sign a book for you, and that's how you get autographed copies, is ordering it through thegardenersworkshop.com. So flower farmers, y'all have asked and we are answering. So for years, we have been providing like two of the three most important pieces that I see a flower farmer needs, right? We have an online shop that provides tools, seeds, and supplies, as well as those books I just mentioned. And we have provided expert flower education with our online schools and workshops by industry leaders in the cut flower world, the people that are actually doing it or have done it successfully, right? So we are so proud, right, of all the thousands of students that we've trained, but this is what I have found over the past few years. Too many of you still feel alone, along this journey of building a business, right, and struggling. So that's why I have created the Gardener's Workshop Club. And folks, this is going to be an all-inclusive exclusive online flower farming community. It's a vibrant hub with other enthusiasts just like yourself, that we all come together to share knowledge, support, and to inspire each other. Now, my hope with this club is that it's going to build confidence, spark innovation, and open doors where it is needed most while we're building a business. Y'all, when you start building a business is a big bite. Learning how to be a flower farmer is a big bite. And it is a tough go to face both of those. It can be lonely. It can be scary. And it's not that it can be. It is lonely and scary. And it's all consuming. And that's the way business is. I see it. Y'all know that I've come from a big entrepreneurial family. While we feel like we are the most overwhelmed in the world as farmers, friends, it's just like that with other businesses. We all have our own dragons to slay. Now, this is a place with many rabbit holes, but they all lead to becoming a more skilled grower and a better business person. So this is a place where we're just going to get better and better as business owners. Friends, you can't do this alone. I know that. I was just so fortunate and blessed to be able to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner with a man that has done and built a big successful company and is there to help guide me. And it has just been a tremendous gift. And so this is the place where you can join and become a better grower and a better business owner. You're still going to be doing the work, y'all, but the work is so much easier when the road is lit a little bit better, right? So let me just tell you a little bit about the club first, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about my favorite parts of it. So the club membership includes a monthly live Q&A meetup where we come together and I answer your questions. There are going to be exclusive training sessions. You're going to have the opportunity and access to commiserate with your flower-loving peers and those other people that are building businesses. There's going to be interactive challenges to kind of keep you inspired to succeed. You know, the little poke to say, hey, you, what about this? You want to do this? There is a private club platform. Friends, no tracking and no advertisements like we have on social media. So this is like a real safe place that we can come to. And you can access the membership anytime on your phone, on a tablet, on your desktop or your laptop. Now, who is this online club for? It's, I've crafted it basically for anyone, but I've specifically done it with aspiring flower farmers in mind, established flower farmers, and passionate flower growers. And so everybody fits. It's just that's what this was actually created for. Now, I want to talk about a couple of the features that are in the membership that I absolutely love. Now, those monthly meetups of Q&As, I want to talk about how this is the place where you can really gain traction. But we may, oftentimes we feel so dumb asking questions. But friends, I am here to tell you that if you have that question, it is likely that others have that question. And guess what? They're going to think you're the hero for asking the question. So I just want to encourage that do not be afraid to ask a question that you think is too basic or too simple. Because it's really crazy that human nature, that's how we function. We assume that we are supposed to know everything, and nothing could be further from the truth. Perhaps we don't ask because we don't want others to assume stuff about us. Like, oh gosh, she doesn't know that, right? But asking questions can reveal a lot about us. But friends, there's no better way for us to build this community and get to know each other even better, right? Because facing issues alone, y'all, I know this so very, very well, can be discouraging and frustrating. And when you are isolated, it is so easy to have misgivings about what you're doing. You start questioning everything, right? About yourself. Should I have done this? Maybe I don't know enough to become a business owner or a flower farmer, right? Most of us, this is my little reminder, most of us are coming from a previous job or career that we are proficient and even very successful. I think, I think some of the best flower farmers are some of these moms that have run a household, raised up kids. They often are some of the best hustlers, right? But they often feel so vulnerable. Yet droves of them have gone on to succeed because they stuck their neck out. Friends, we have so many different people coming from so many different walks of life. And this is for all of us. And this monthly meetup Q&A is the place to really get your questions answered. We all feel like this, but it's those that face it and take the steps to lock arms together is the way I like to think about it. And, at the cost of what? I mean, in your mind, it's like, so what is going to happen if I asked a dumb question? Looking dumb? Oh, well, right. But hardly. If you have that question, you can count on other people have that question. So you are helping others by being vulnerable and asking that question. So it's not hard to see how discouragement and even frustration happens when we're isolated. Home alone with your challenges is not required, y'all. You can join the club community. And this Q&A is just one of the pieces of where that can help support you. The vast encouragement to others when your peers, your other members step out and ask the questions and share their challenges. Friends, to see that others have doubts too, even those that appear to have all the answers, like me, are the priceless part of this community. We all have an even playing field here, and we're at different levels. And your questions and learning from other people's questions can help us all along our journey. So the live Q&As are huge, y'all, to me. I just feel like that's where I learn the most from you all, and we can learn from each other. So another really piece of this club is the master classes, or programs, if you want to call them that. Because this is my real jam. I love sharing the simple, clear steps that I see when it comes to tackling chores and tasks in the garden and on the farm, right? So each month brings a new training, and they include things like there's my cornerstone philosophies on how I build soil, and how I grow stellar flower blooms without pesticide intervention, not even organics. So that is a program called Groundwork, is the one for building soil. And then there is Downstream, is about how I embrace nature and garden and farm without pesticides. These programs, as well as all the ones to come, stack in your membership, in your club library. And they're available for you to watch at your convenience. You have unlimited access as long as you're a member. And this is where I am really excited, y'all, to just bring you what's happening on the farm, kind of timely tips and the ways that I do things. And friends, so then we have the community chat. So this is similar to Facebook. It's a little bit different functions, but it's that same concept. But once again, without advertisements, you're not being tracked, and you can just be totally vulnerable because it's just us, right? This is where I see the magic happening, where the community and club members come together, sharing experiences, struggles, challenges, and of course, the wins with all your other members, right? The connections you'll make is what I have found in all my years of experiences to be the most business changing. This is where you will build deep relationships. This is where problems can be revealed and solved. And this is where we can be vulnerable without fear. Countless times in my own personal journey, I have had all the pieces necessary to take the jump, to do whatever it is. But fear held me back. And then one of my peers has reminded me or encouraged me or helped me to just take the next little baby step, because I've already done all the work to make that jump. And that's why I felt like this community is so incredibly important, because friends, so often we really have all the sauce. We just haven't turned the heat up enough, right? So no matter if you're just starting out on your flower growing journey or you've been in it for 25 years or more, like me, there is a place for you inside this club. This is where like-minded people come together with a common goal to grow and sell flowers as professional. And this club supports you along that journey. And I hope you're going to think about joining the club. I am super stoked over all of the opportunities this offers. So friends, check out below this video or below this podcast, wherever you're listening, for a link directly to join the club, and come on in with the rest of the flower junkies that are growing and selling flowers, or that is your ambition, and get some support along that journey. And remember that thegardenersworkshop.com is home base to everything we're doing, where our mission is to support people to grow flowers at all levels, sell them, and to develop a flower-based business. Friends, I hope to see you on the inside. Ciao.